Arsenal 2, Liverpool 2, and the title race is heating up because that game genuinely was a surprise to me. I think if you'd asked me who was going to win before the game, I would have put my bets on Liverpool, if only because I feel like Liverpool are slightly better than Arsenal at the moment. Defensively, they're the best team in the league when it comes to their defensive record so far. They are the team that I think has one of the best attacks in the league, and I think their midfield with Gravenberch playing out of this world. This is as good as I've ever seen Gravenberch start to a season. He's been really good as well. So I think on paper, Liverpool just looked like the better team coming into this game, despite the fact that they were playing away from home and despite the fact that they were obviously playing against a very good Arsenal team. I still would have given Liverpool the edge, but today's game was equal, straight down the middle, as equal as you're ever going to get in a big game like this. And I've got to put my hands up and say fair play to Arsenal, because I think Arsenal fans will be really happy with the draw. I'm not sure which fan base would be more happy with the draw. I think it's hard to say. I mean, Liverpool going 2-0, going 1-0 down that early in the game and then going 2-1 down again in the second half and still coming out and equalizing is huge. To go down twice at the Emirates and still walk away with the result is massive under any context, because this Arsenal team are obviously very good. But then at the same time, it's like Arsenal would have taken a draw as well, because you look at that defense, Kiwior, Ben White, Thomas Partey and Timber, all starting in that back four. Well, not starting, actually. Magalhaes started, but they played in that back four towards the end of the game. That is calamitous on paper, but in reality, they actually played quite well. And I don't think that back four is going to be sustainable for the future. They definitely need Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes back in the team as a pairing. But for today, it worked. Arsenal held their own. Mikel Moreno, he had a decent game today. Scoring the goal, obviously, but he had a decent game today. Bakayoko Saka, electric in the first couple of minutes, getting that goal, smashing it in the roof of the net. Ruthless, clinical, sensational. He's a player that is honestly, every time, I don't think I can praise this guy more. He finds a way to just make me eat humble pie. He finds a way to make me want to praise him even some more. And I'm not a huge fan of Bakayoko Saka, and I'm not a huge fan of Arsenal, obviously, but I got to put my hands up and say, man, this guy is carrying Arsenal through a very difficult period. I honestly thought that with Martin Odegaard out of the team, Arsenal were going to capitulate. And to a certain extent, their football has dramatically changed without Odegaard in the team, and they're not that team anymore that plays fluid attacking football, but they're still finding a way to make it work. And I think a big part of that is Saka. So shout out to him. Speaking of clutch players, Mo Salah. I absolutely despise this Egyptian fellow. I despise him as a United fan because he's so bloody good at his job. And that is the biggest compliment you can give to someone, to hate them because they're so good and they're not playing for your team. That's how I feel about Mo Salah. Every time I watch Liverpool and he scores, I just feel like turning off the TV and walking away. And the only reason I didn't do it this week is because this is a big game and I wanted to film a reaction. But usually when I watch Liverpool, when I watch Liverpool and Salah scores, I walk out the room. I can't stand this guy. He's so good. So good. It's not just the goal that he scored today, but there were so many moments in the game where his first touch was really good. He was controlling the ball really well, driving into space, making things happen, making things tick. Such an underrated player, and because he's a player who's associated with his output, his goal-scoring ability, getting assists and being directly involved in goals, people don't give him credit when he does actually get involved in the build-up, when he does actually engineer chances from deep for Liverpool. People don't give him the credit when he plays nice diagonal balls across the field. People don't give him credit when he links up play. Not to say that Salah is excellent at linking up the play, but it's something he can do. Technically, Salah is superior to a lot of players in the Premier League, but he doesn't get that praise because people don't really associate him with that. People associate him with the goals, with the assists, but he's so much more than that as a player. Mo Salah deserves so much more respect, and he deserves to be in the conversation with some of the greatest Premier League players of all time, and I'm being dead serious. This guy is unreal. He's unreal. Gravenberch, again, I don't think today was his best game, but I think he's such a huge part of why this Liverpool team is so good. Gravenberch was really good today. Van Dijk, probably, arguably, apart from Mo Salah, could be Liverpool's man of the match because Van Dijk had a really good game today. Obviously scoring from the set piece as well, which is huge. So, yeah, lots of really interesting individual performances, good individual performances, and then a lot of quiet individual performances as well. But I think collectively, both teams were really good. They held their own. They were solid throughout moments of the game. Whenever the opposition was sustaining periods of pressure and peppering the goal, both teams navigated that, whether it be Liverpool defending Arsenal or Arsenal defending Liverpool, right? Both teams navigated those difficult periods really, really well. And I think that this game excites me as a neutral only because I think there is so much potential for this Premier League season to be great, man. If both these teams can stay relatively injury-free or navigate through the injuries like Arsenal have, and just stay with each other till February, March, and just hang around with Man City as well. This could be an all-timer, man. Could be a really good Premier League season. So shaping up to be a great title race. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you did make it this far in the video, I appreciate you so much for taking time out of your day to watch me. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Leave a like if you want to support the channel, of course. And I've got nothing else to say, man. I've got nothing else to say. I think both teams, both fan bases should be really happy with this result. In fact, City fans will probably be the happiest with this result because it benefits them the most, if anything. It's been your boy Triple M. Peace!